Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing a recap for the Azora Ravaged teams for all 4 squads. Now that Ultimate Siege is upon us, we only have like 1.5 days left. This infographic was put together by the Yapala Discord. I'll leave a link to the Discord in the description of this video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first of all, we will talk about the Immortal Squad. Immortal Squad will be on the left side as you see here. Now they're going to be 2 different team formations. If you have Shade Ring built, you're going to want to run this Shade Ring on team number 1 comp. That is going to be optimal if assuming that you do have Shade Ring built, and then you will run Shmir on team number 2. And the charms you can read at the top of the infographic right over here. Really, the only notable one is going to be Velka. You can try Arcane or Gale, but really, this first version of a team doesn't even use Velka. But the second version of a team, you're going to have on team 1, Shmira. Okay, behind Pandora, and you can try 2 different positionings. Isabella in front of Grim Executioner is generally doing better for low copies Isabella. But you can also try Isabella in front of Laios and see which one does better for you with their Aura Storm spell. Team number 2 is going to be using Velka because you're using Shmir on team number 1. And for most people, Velka is best with the Arcane charms. However, Gale can also be tried. So that is a lineup for the Graveborn Immortal Squad. Basically, this is very free to play friendly squad. And even with low copies Laios, low copies Isabella, you can run this team too and be totally fine. Okay, now what we have here is Dauntless Squad. The Maulers. Now for the Maulers, if you take a look at it here, if you have Baelran, you want to use Baelran on team number 1. And just you have Baelran behind Gala and Mikola in the back. And you're going to run the charms as indicated at the top of this infographic. And for team number 2, you can run Naz with Corden, and they both work at 1 copy. So like pretty much everyone, if you've been playing actively, you probably do, and you should have gotten 1 copy of Corden off of his raid up banner, because he is an important hero, probably a priority all the way to Supreme Plus. And then Nazric, 1 copy from Wishes. Hopefully you guys have achieved that. If you don't have Nazric, you can replace him for OD, but even 1 copy of Nazric is better. So, and then just run this charm lineup you see here. Okay, now, if you do not have Baelran, then you're going to have to run this team. And again, this is working at 1 copy of Corden. You have Corden in front of Smokey, Mikola to the left, Lowengaze buffing up Gala, and Starbless spell. And team number 2 is going to be Kruger, Nazric, Coco. And Nazric works at 1 copy for this team, but again, if needed, you can replace Nazric for OD if you have 0 copies of Nazric. And for OD, Insight charms are the recommended, basically these charms for OD. Yeah, same as Baelran. Okay, so that's really simple. Also for the Dauntless Squad, we can move on down to the more challenging squad. Well, actually, even Sylvan Squad is easy. Now, Sylvan Squad, honestly, I don't necessarily... I like how they've laid out this infographic, and let me just explain why. Basically, this level 119 Phantomol strategy, it doesn't really make much of a difference. The people have hit the top scores even running this team with the maxed out Phantomol. So basically, look at this charm lineup. This is important. Mystic Valara are doing the best. I don't know anyone who's really been running Sorcery. And Ruthless Faramore kind of are slightly better. So that's what I would recommend. Mystic, Valara, Ruthless, Faramore, basically the first options here. The other heroes, yeah, that's all good. Now, you should run this on team number 1. Don't look at up here, just look at down here. So you're going to run this team, and you're going to have Valar in this position, assuming you have like a built-up Mahira. If you have like Mythic Plus, or higher Mahira, run this exact team. If you have a 1 copy of Mahira, then you read this note here. You want to move Valar to the shadow position. So you're going to move Valar in front of the Blue Twin if you have a 1 copy of Valara. But otherwise, this team number 1 is the same for whether you have a built Mahira or not built Mahira. You'll just move the Valar in front of Blue Twin if you have like a 1 copy Mahira. Otherwise, you can have Valara in this position. Starbless spell. Now for team number 2, you should run this team. You should run the Damien, Faramore, Lily May team. This is the best team number 2, and it is also the most free-to-play friendly. So this is the team you should be running with this charm lineup you see above. Don't even bother with the Theodore team. It is not as good. So basically, that's why I don't like how this infographic is laid out, because this really is a top team, and this is the best second team. And this team only works like, you know, Eagle Charm Twins, level 119 Phantomol. Like, it's a lot of weird strategies, and it doesn't even get you a higher score in the end. Like, this team has also hit the top scores. So really just this team and this team, that's basically it. And you don't worry about these other. And now we have the Celestial Hypogean. Squad. So I will have to add some additional teams after we talk about these two, because this is the squad which is the most complex. It has a lot of also free to play options out there. So basically this is the charm lineup as you guys see here. Gale on Zany, that's a kind of development, and Hugin, generally blast charms. There's almost always blast charms best on Hugin, but you can also try it, and the other charms, yeah, they're set in stone. However, for this first team, now there is a new team from Mars GMV basically using Harok and Fresto on team number 1. This is basically the overall top performing Fresto Harok team 1 now, so that's a bit of a development. Illusion Fresto in front of real Fresto, and this is the team. Otherwise you can see a Star Blast spell, and you're gonna run sturdy charms on Fresto for this comp. And that's important. So that's why you're gonna run sturdy on Fresto for this comp. Team number 2. Now, if you have low copies of Kulu and Cryanaya, both low copies, you can try the alternate position, having Kulu on the shadow tile, and then also Blood Moon spell. Okay, that's if you have low copies. If you have these heroes built, you should just run this standard formation, which is Cryanaya here, Alicet here, and then Kulu here with the Impaling spell. So, and you can even try this position with low copies of Kulu Cryanaya. For some people, it still is doing the best. But basically, obviously, this is a pay-to-win team setup. However, there's a good free-to-play team number 2 using Corrin, Merrily, and Rowan. That will be on the screen right now. And you can run that one along with this Harok Fresto team 1. And that's a really good option. People are getting really good scores with that team setup. And Corrin is doing good. Corrin basically, as for the charms for Corrin, I think it is the insight charms onto Corrin. Yeah, and Merrily, you see the overloaded charms over here, and Rowan is with the sorcery charms. You can do experimentation with Corrin charms as well. But basically, that's a really good team for people. Otherwise, you can also use, like, you know, rather than Corrin, you can use Sinbad if you don't have Corrin built. Basically, so yeah, there are other options, but basically I just wanted to include that. Okay, now for the team number 2 set, this is going to be with Alicet and Hugin over here, and this will be Fresto Alicet on team number 1. Okay, so Fresto in front of Zany, Illusion in front of Sonya buffing up Alicet. And then you have Hugin, Merrily, Rowan on team number 2, and you can run either Star Blast or you can run the Sword Ward spell. Team number 1 is an Impaling spell. So this is another team setup. And if you don't have Fresto, you can use Hugin, Alicet on team 1, and you can use, again, like Rowan, Merrily, Corrin on team 2. So I'm going to show you that on the screen as well. But basically, yeah, Aurora Squad has the most alternative options. You can watch my videos dedicated to Aurora Squad. Like, I did do a recap at one point, and that does have the teams. But basically, that's going to be a good overall recap for these squads, making sure you're running the top team to get your top score and top charm lineup. You can enhance your charms, refine your charms, trying to maximize your score, and then it's just sending enough runs to get your RNG, and then that is going to be it. So hopefully this is helpful. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below. Good luck in Ravaged Realm, guys. We just have 1.5 days left. And thanks to you guys all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment. And you can actually bookmark this link in your browser. And whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.